Welcome, have a nice day. Today is Saturday, 8th of February 2025. February 8th is internationally recognized as the Day of Prayer and Awareness Against the Human Trafficking. It is also celebrated as the National Opera Day. Actually, the human trafficking, the Pontifical Council for Justice and Peace and the International Union of Superiors General designated February 8th as the International Day of Prayer and Awareness Against Trafficking in Persons. Opera Day is celebrated on February 8 every year. Opera is a combination of acting, scenery, costumes, and dance. Now, starting the newspaper with the world news, including Trump strikes back at Biden, revokes security clearance, and a briefing. Judge temporarily blocks Trump's plan to put thousands of USAID staff on leave. Coast Guard finds missing Alaska plane, 3 bodies of 10 on board recovered. Hamas released 3 more hostages in the exchange for prisoners. Normalize India hate. Doggy staffer resigns over racial posts. Trudeau says Trump's threat to annex Canada a real thing. Now, starting with the Hindu newspaper, Trump says he is ending Biden's classified intelligence briefing in payback move. The United States President Donald Trump works with the former United States President Joe Biden. The move is the latest in a vengeance tour of Washington that Trump promised during his campaign. President Donald Trump said Friday, February 7, 2025, that he is working with former President Joe Biden's access to government secretaries and ending the daily intelligence briefing. He is receiving a payback for Mr. Biden doing the same to him in 2021. Trump announced his decision in a post on his social media platform shortly after he arrived at his Mar-a-Lago home. Sorry. A private club in the Palm Beach off for the weekend. There's no need for Joe Biden to continue receiving access to classified information. Therefore, we are immediately revoking Joe Biden's security clearances and stopping his daily intelligence briefings. Trump wrote, he said this president in 2021 when he instructed the intelligence community IC to stop the 45th president of the U.S. Emmy from accessing detail of national security accounts provided to former presidents. Missing commuter plane found crashed on Alaska sea ice. All 10 about killed. This photo provided by the United States Coast Guard on February 7, 2025 shows a small commuter plane that crashed in the western Alaska on a flight that was bound for the hub community of Nome. Authorities say a small commuter plane that crashed in western Alaska on its way down to the hub community of Nome has been located on sea ice, and all 10 on board are dead. A small commuter plane that crashed in the western Alaska on its way to the hub community of Nome was located Friday on the sea ice, and all 10 people on the board died, authorities said. Mike Salerno, a spokesperson for the United States Coast Guard, said rescuers were searching the aircraft's last known location by helicopter. When they spotted the wreckage, they lowered 2 rescue swimmers to investigate. The Bering Air single-engine turboprop plane was traveling from Unalakleet on Thursday afternoon with the 9 passengers and a pilot, according to the Alaska's Department of Public Safety. The Bering Air single-engine turboprop plane was traveling from Unalakleet on Thursday afternoon with the 9 passengers and a pilot, according to the Alaska's Department of Public Safety. The Cessna Caravan left Unalakleet at 2:37 p.m. and officials lost contact with it less than an hour later, according to David Olson, director of the operations for Bering Air. There was a light snow and fog with a temperature of 17 degrees minus 8.3 Celsius, according to the National Weather Services. According to the Hindustan Revenue newspaper, states that Delhi election result live. Election Commission begins counting of votes. Delhi election result live. Arvind Kejriwal-led Aam Aadmi Party is hoping to defy exit poll projections that have predicted a Bharatiya Janata Party sweep in Delhi poll. Delhi election result live. Counting of votes for Delhi Assembly election 2025 began at 8 a.m. with the top contenders, Aam Aadmi Party and Bharatiya Janata Party, hoping to form a government in the capital city. Voting for all 70 seats of Delhi Assembly took place on Wednesday, February 5. Delhi election counting of votes time. The counting votes for Delhi Assembly election 2025 began at 8 a.m. today, February 8, 2025. Voting for Delhi Assembly poll 2025 took place in a single phase on February 5. Delhi voting percentage, according to the Election Commission of India (ECI), the approximate voter turnout after the Delhi Assembly election stood at 60.54%, with the Northeast district recording the highest voting percentage of 66.25%. Lowest polling was recorded as the Southeast Delhi at 56.40%. Trade security buzzwords ahead of the Modi-Trump talks. PM Narendra Modi and United States President Donald Trump. Trade, investment, and security cooperation are likely to the top agenda for the Prime Minister Narendra Modi meeting the United States President Trump next week, which comes against the backdrop of the American leaders' call for India to buy more US-made military hardware and move towards a fair trading relationship. And at a time when the United States' deportation of 104 illegal immigrants has become a key talking point in the India, constitutional, not personal morality must guide courts. Supreme Court of India, Mohammed Zakir, Hindustan Times. Going towards economy of the country from banking and finance point of view, small savings scheme is likely to see a rate cut in the Q1 financial year 2026. The interest rates on various small savings schemes undergo a quarterly review, and the rate for the next quarter, April-June, will be announced by March end. The Reserve Bank of India Friday announced a 25 basis point cut in the repo rate, bringing it down to 6.25%, marking the first reduction in nearly 5 years. After tax relief in the budget, Reserve Bank of India cuts a key rate first in the 5 years to spur growth. Reserve Bank of India keeps stance neutral, expects growth to be 6.7% in the financial year 2027, estimates inflation at 4.2%. RBI Governor Sanjay Malhotra, along with the Deputy Governors Rajeshwar Rao, Swaminathan Janakiraman, and T. Ravi Shankar in Mumbai on Friday. RBI's committee reviewing external capital framework, the RBI's CRB, in the country is saving for a rainy day, a financial stability crisis, which the central bank consciously maintained in view of its role as lender of the last resort. Reserve Bank of India Governor Sanjay Malhotra. Now going towards the science and tech, we have India's voice must resonate in the global artificial intelligence conversations. The intersection of AI and geopolitics is becoming ever more pronounced. In a world where AI is increasingly at the center of the economic and geopolitical strategies, India must take an active role in shaping its future. In the month of November 2024, a postgraduate student in Michigan, United States, had disturbing interaction while discussing elderly care solutions with the Google artificial intelligence chatbot Gemini. After some hours of discussing problems of old age, the chatbot suddenly snapped, issuing a blunt and alarming message: "This is for you, human. You are a waste of time and resources. You are a stain on the universe. Please die." Did anyone really realize artificial intelligence could behave like that? The student complained that Google modified the chatbot, but the interaction which could have actually prompted a more vulnerable individual, such as a depressive, to perhaps take drastic measures, should leave us all shaken and troubled. Tiruchi's maternal mortality ratio comes down with increasing monitoring. Tiruchi district has recorded a significant reduction in the maternal mortality ratio, however, largely due to the concerted effort of our health authorities to track and monitor the condition of the health and pregnant women. According to the official statistics, Tiruchi district's MMR stood at 42.1% of 1 lakh live births during the period of 2024-2025, April to January. A total of 11 maternal deaths were recorded out of 26,136 live births in the district. Earlier, from April 2023 to March 2024, an MMR of 67.5% of 1 lakh live births was recorded, with 22 maternal deaths out of 32,569 deliveries. We have seen a 50% reduction of the MMR due to the campaign to improve the maternal and child health care, and our ultimate goal is to reach zero deaths. The careful monitoring of high-risk pregnancies through the district and the state authorities has been a major reason for a decrease. Deputy Director of the Health Services VC Hemachand Gandhi told The Hindu. A surge of dead sea turtles in the sand. Fisher folk and the people from the forest department bury a dead Oleo Ridley turtle that was washed ashore along the Tamil Nadu coast. This year, the number of the dead turtles is an estimated 1,200, and the number of the sea turtle nests along the shores has also been unusually low. Hundreds of Oleo Ridley sea turtle carcasses have been found since the first week of the January month in the Chennai and the Changalpattu districts. Conservationists say the number of deaths is 3 times the usual number during the mating season and have sounded alarm bells about the bottom trawling, the widespread use of the fishing gear, and the plastic pollution. Geeta Srimati reports on the tragedy along the coastline. On a sunny day in the month of January, a Prakash Puri sits on a boat in a Kavalam of East Coast Road, ECR, in the Changalpattu district of Tamil Nadu. He had just returned from a fishing trip where he saw a 10 Oleo Ridley sea turtle carcasses floating in the sea. We fisher folk have been seeing many such carcasses every day since the beginning of the year, he says, perturbed. Prakash points to an elderly woman nearby who comes to pick up a basket of tiger prawns from the boat and says her son helps the forest department bury the carcasses. Placing the basket deftly on her head, Rani 65 says, "My son just breathed 6 and came home tired and hungry." India's Artificial Intelligence Safety Institute worked virtually across the institution. Officials says India Artificial Intelligence Safety Institute (AISI) is set to be run and managed virtually with the collaboration of industry and academia. Across the country is interacting without a brick and a mortar, Secretariat officials said. India's Artificial Intelligence Safety Institute, one of the many set up around the world after the 2023 Artificial Intelligence Safety Summit, will not be a standalone brick and mortar. Body IT Secretary S. Krishnan said, emphasizing that researchers across the institutes would be able to work together there. India's Artificial Intelligence Safety Institute (AISI) is set to be run and managed virtually with the collaboration of industry and academia across the country, interacting without a brick and mortar, Secretariat official told The Hindu. AISI first started being created after the Artificial Intelligence Safety Summit in the Bletchley Park in the United Kingdom in 2023, which saw the participation of 23 countries, including India. India's AISI has not been formally inaugurated, however, work has already begun, led by the Ministry of the Electronics and Information Technology, which will see the founding of the body. Additional Secretary of the Electronics and the Information Technology, Abhishek Singh, told The Hindu. At last, there is a famous personality of India, that is B.R. Ambedkar, whose full name is Bhimrao Ramji Ambedkar, birth anniversary 14 April 1891 to 6 December 1956. Was an Indian economist, jurist, social reformer, and a political leader who chaired the committee that drafted the Constitution of India based on the debates of the Constituent Assembly of India and the first draft of Sir Bengal Narsingh Rao. Ambedkar served as the Law and Justice Minister in the first cabinet of the Jawaharlal Nehru. He later renounced Hinduism, converted to Buddhism, and inspired by the Dalit Buddhist movement. After graduating from Elphinstone College, University of Bombay, Ambedkar studied economics at Columbia University and the London School of Economics, receiving the doctorates in 1927 and 1923. respectively, and was among a handful of Indian students to have done as so at either institution in the 1920s. He also trained in the law at Gray's in London. In his early career, he was an economist, professor, and a lawyer. His later life was marked by his political activities. He became involved in the campaigning and negotiations for partition, publishing journals, advocating political rights and social freedom for Dalits, and contributing to the establishment of the State of India in 1960. He converted to Buddhism, initiating mass conversions of Dalits. In 1990, the Bharat Ratna, India's highest civilian award, was posthumously conferred on the Ambedkar. The Salvation Jai Bail, used by followers, honors him. He is also referred to by the honorific Namaskar, meaning respected father. B.R. Ambedkar says a very famous quotation. He says that cultivation of mind should be the ultimate aim of human existence. Okay, thank you.